Okay, good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to today's edition of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Wednesday, the 11th day of November, and happy Veterans Day to all of our courageous vets that we owe a debt of gratitude for in the year of our Lord 2020. From the Constitution comes this one. If a winner is not decided officially by Inauguration Day, the House of Representatives will choose the president. Many of you out there are now thinking Biden will be the winner because the House of Representatives is Democrat-led. But not so dang fast here. The House of Representatives has 435 members, and of those 435, the Democrats hold a majority. That is true. But that is not how the voting will go here, folks. When it goes to the House, the election results in the election of November the 3rd will be, according to Amendment 12 of the Constitution, null and void, and a new election will commence, using only one vote per state, not all of the representatives in the House. Now, the House has a Democrat-led majority, but the states do not. 37 of the states are majority Republican, and the vote will come from the states. And 37 of 50 is a clear majority, and in that we will see the results of the election of 2020 if it goes that far. Now to remove the liberal blindfold here. The Constitution has the answer, my friends, for what has happened here in 2020. Amendment 12 of the Constitution, which reads, "The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for president and vice president, one of whom at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. They shall name in their ballots the person voted for as president, and in distinct ballots the person voted for as vice president. And they shall make distinct lists of all persons voted for as president and all persons voted for as vice president, and the number of votes for each, which lists they shall sign and certify, and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. The President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and the House of Representatives, open all certificates, and votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes for president shall be the president, if such number be a majority of the whole number of the electors appointed. And if no person have such majority, then the persons having the highest numbers not exceeding 3 on the list of those voted for as president, the House of Representatives shall choose immediately by ballot the president. But in choosing the president, the vote shall be taken by states, the representation from each state having 1 vote. A quorum for this purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the states, and a majority of all states shall be necessary to a choice. And if the House of Representatives shall not choose a president, whenever the right of choice shall devolve upon them, before the 4th day of March next following, then the vice president shall act as president, as in the case of the death or other constitutional disability of the president. The person having the greatest number of votes as vice president shall be the vice president, if such a number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed. And if no person have a majority, then from the 2 highest numbers on the list, the Senate shall choose the vice president. A quorum for the purpose shall consist of 2/3 of the whole number of senators, and the majority of the whole number shall be necessary to a choice. But no person constitutionally ineligible to the office of president shall be eligible to that of the vice president of the United States." Now, what is going to happen if Trump does what his lawyers probably know he must, is he will not concede. Not at all. He will do what Hillary Clinton told Biden to do. Do not concede under any circumstances. And there is a reason for this. When one of them concedes, the game is over. The winner has been determined, and that will be the end of it all. Fraud, it doesn't matter what fraud happened. It is over. Cheating, it doesn't matter how much cheating was going on. It is over. So Trump must not concede, no matter what anyone on his side or any other side says, no matter what. It's not time to give up. It is time to fight. The problem lies with the information highway that the nation uses, the lamestream lying media. We get inundated with headlines like what we had on the Sunday Albuquerque Journal. They had in huge letters inside a huge photo of Biden giving a thumbs up signal saying, "The time to heal," Biden says. Then underneath it, it says in smaller letters, "President-elect calls for less rancor. Trump refuses to concede." Now this was said in such a way that it gives everyone who reads it a false sense that Donald Trump is just being a baby and will not accept the outcome by not conceding. Folks, that is not what is going on here. The Democrats surely want him to concede because that means Biden wins. But Trump and all his lawyers know that concession is not the way to go. They have lawsuits and recounts and all kinds of things going on showing that there has been fraud happening, including if a winner is not found by a certain date, then this whole thing goes to Congress. And once it goes there, the election we just had is then null and void. And a new election will take place where the House of Representatives will vote in the new president. Now, like the thing I found said, the Republicans will recoil in fear with that because the House is Democrat-led. But that is not how the voting will go there. The House has 435 members, like I said before, and some states have many congressmen. But the actual vote will be one vote per state, not the number of representative congressmen they have, just one vote. So there will be 50 votes, and no, Obama, not 56. Just 50. And right now the states which will be the ones sending the votes have 37 Republicans and 13 Democrats. That right there is the reason so many on the left are pushing hard to say that Trump must concede. Because, my friends, they know that the 12th Amendment exists and what it says. Though when it happens, and if Trump wins because of this, they will cry like babies and say the election was stolen from them. Then we will have more years of the same shit that we have had to put up with from the demonic brats for the last 4 years, unless law and order is brought back into play. The United States with Trump has effectively been brought back to the republic that it was formed to be. And the demonic brats don't want that, do they? That is another reason why I always end my updates on my shows with what a friend of mine used to always say, we will not be ruled. And don't take what I said wrong here, folks. The enemy of this nation has been the Democrat Party. As of late, as long as people elect any of them to office, they will take that as a mandate to continue destroying our nation. This is Robert the Infidel for today's NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold from Behind the Silver Microphone of Freedom, which is brought to you by Conservative Nation Media, where we always fight to make sure America wins. Have a blessed day, and God bless you all.